Celtics tonight?
I feel like they had some tough shots in that fourth quarter. I think we fought back hard all night, but I think in that third quarter they got a little bit of separation. They hit some threes. We missed some threes. And then obviously we fought back in the fourth, but I think the third was when they, if I'm not mistaken, got a little bit of separation from us.
It seemed like you were dealing with a knee, ankle. Which one was it?
I'm all right. My knee was bothering me a little bit. I'm all right, though.
And then a lot of the guys talked about the free throw disparity, 24-7 overall. Why do you think you guys don't consistently get calls?
I don't know. You have to ask the refs. I feel like we were aggressive going to the basket. I feel like they were aggressive going to the basket as well. They got a little bit more calls than us. What was it?
24-7.
24-7. They got more calls. I don't know. I have to watch the film, but I wouldn't say they were more aggressive going to the rim than we were. I feel like we were both aggressive going to the rim. Sometimes it happens like that.
Yeah. Caris, you guys started so well shooting 3, I think 6 of your first 7. You finished like 9 of 41. Just what changed on the perimeter from for you?
I think they started swarming a little bit to our threes, made them a little tougher. Obviously, Max gave us a big boost to start the game, and I'm sure they tried to make it a point of emphasis to kind of cut that water off a little bit. But, they're a good team. Give them credit.
And you guys cut their lead. After taking the lead briefly in that third quarter, you cut their lead in the fourth quarter to 5, I think on 3 separate occasions. Just what was it that you just couldn't get closer and get over that hump down the stretch?
Yeah, I feel like every time we cut it, they would hit a big shot. I think we were in rotations with our hedges defensively, and they just kind of made the right play every time and hit big shots.
Hey, Caris, everything Donovan's done for this team in the playoffs, how tough is it to see him not be able to go?
Yeah, it's obviously tough to lose your best player in a series like this where we feel like, it was in our control. But knowing Donovan, obviously he's a warrior. He plays through injuries all the time. So I think that just speaks to what type of player he is, what type of person he is, and, how serious I think the injury is, honestly. Because if it was, minor, he probably would have tried to play through it.
And obviously, other than just his production, just the amount of points he puts up and everything else, what really changes for you guys, just from a mindset and an approach? What for you specifically, and maybe some of your teammates, you notice some differences?
Mindset without Donovan? I'm not sure if it's a different type of mindset without him. Obviously, he adds a dynamic scorer, dynamic, playmaker as well, and a calming presence, a good leader on the floor. But I think when he's out, I think everyone kind of takes it upon themselves to kind of step up a little bit more, I would say.
Piggybacking off of that, though, when you guys got word that he was out, some teams that would be deflating, but you guys still went out there and play the hell of a game. It's like, what does that say about this team?
Yeah, we next man up mentality. I think that's been the mentality all year long with our guys. We never quit, regardless of the situation, regardless of what we're faced with. And obviously it hurts to lose this one, but the series isn't over. We're looking forward to the next game and trying to execute a little bit better than we did tonight.
Cheers. Obviously, you lose a lot when Donovan doesn't play. You also get more opportunities. What are you capable of with more opportunities on the ball, things like that, if Donovan has to miss more time?
I think myself, I think a lot of guys around the league, honestly, are very capable of taking a step forward and being a different type of player than what you see on a regular basis. With more reps, I think we all got here for a reason. We've all been the best player on the team. So I think a lot of people kind of forget that sometimes. But, obviously with Don being out and obviously sometimes with DG being out too, I try to step forward and kind of step into that role a little bit more.
Similar question about Evan. I think he's taking some offensive steps forward in the series. What is he capable of if you guys need more from him?
Yeah, Ev is played really well, in my opinion, over these last couple of games. I think he's taking a step forward in his aggressiveness, offensively and defensively. He's finishing a little bit better on the rim as well. He's still so young. I think people forget that as well. So he's still growing into his body, growing into his role in the league, and we're here for his development for sure.
Spencer Davis, guys, Cider. Obviously not having Jarrett hurts a little bit in this department, but how do you feel like you guys have rebounded in this series? And is it tough when you have, a big guy like Jason and Jalen just coming in there and grabbing something?
Yeah, obviously it hurts, not having J.A. He's one of the best centers, in the league. I've been saying that all year. But they put a lot of pressure on you, Boston does, defensively. They kind of spread you out. They get your 5 away from the basket. A lot of times Evans in the strong side corner. So our rotations are kind of messed up. It's a small guy rotating at the rim against, Jason and Jalen, who are, bigger wings. So they do a good job of kind of maneuvering the floor and kind of get the rebounding battle as well. They come off the bench with Cornette, who's a big guy as well. Obviously, Al is a great offensive rebounder. Peyton Pritchard is an underrated offensive rebounder as well. So I think they just, attack you from all angles.
Caris, just knowing you speak a little bit about stepping up in these kinds of situations, Darius was given a lot more responsibility with Donovan being out. What did you see from him tonight?
Yeah, I think we know that Darius is capable of. Like I said, I think people kind of forget about roles that are placed on players in the NBA. Obviously before Donovan got here, Darius was the guy here. He was an all-star. I don't know what he averaged, but it was probably around 23 and 10, something like that. He's a very dynamic player. Obviously, we've all kind of had to take a step back and sacrificed a little bit. But Darius he's DG. He's capable of doing that. He's an amazing player.
You talk about him being the guy before Donovan got here. Do you feel like he's going to be able to be in that role if Donovan's not able to go for Game 5?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It'll be, more of what you saw today.
You told us you're a rhythm guy a couple of games ago. You got to start tonight. How much did that help you get into your rhythm to perform the way you did, even with the injuries?
Yeah, I think it did help me get into a good rhythm. I think, I felt good starting. I'm obviously have started more games than I've come off the bench in my whole basketball career, I would say. So it was definitely cool to feel that, you know what I mean? I think it helped me get into an early rhythm, getting some easy ones to go through early.
And before the series, a lot of people didn't give you guys a chance. Well, your back's really against the wall. You're down 3-1, no J.A., maybe no Donovan again. Why do you guys think that you have a chance to pull off what they did back in 2016?
Why not? We believe in our group. We believe in the work we put in. And we are, we're fighting an uphill battle, but we're ready for the challenge.
Last one, Chris.
Caris, you mentioned it. Your knee was obviously giving you a little bit of trouble. Dean is dealing with something. Donovan's out. Jared's out. Is there any feeling of what could be, how could we give Boston our best shot, and what would it look like if we did have an opportunity to give Boston our best shot?
I think right now we're just kind of staying in the present. Obviously it sucks that we're not 100% right now, but I think even still with that, we had our chances tonight. I think if we would have executed just a little bit better, we'd have put ourselves in a better position towards the end of the game. So obviously your mind goes to that, but I think it's important to stay present right now and kind of be where our feet are.
All right, thanks, Gary.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.